Hey everyone. Uh, okay, I figured I'm gonna make a video, showing off one of our damn souls from our Hell tribe subscription. Um, I thought this was a kind of a cool one to start with, and I'm probably gonna take requests. It doesn't have to be from Hell necessarily. It could be Heroes and Henchmen to our Monster Managers Patreon or anything from our Kickstarters. But I think I'm gonna make some videos poly painting some miniatures. I'm not the best in the world at it, but I think I'm proficient enough to get it done fast, so it's not a long, excruciating, boring video. But adds some color to our stuff. And people could also see it, moved around 3D in real time, and I figured it might be an interesting thing to do. Plus, I like poly painting; it gives me a good reason to practice. So, with this guy, there at least what we had in mind is it's kind of like a very gray, almost malleable clay-like skin these guys have. Since they can't be killed, but they have an endless torture. So instead of going with more like flesh, I'm gonna at least the texture. What we had in mind was kind of like more of like a dead, gray clay-like material. And then for the obelisk, supposed to represent kind of like their soul or the weight of their sins and soul inside them. So I wanted it like a really just a pure black, obelisk kind of type of color. Something like just purely void of any color, really dark black to contrast the lighter, uh, cool gray skin. So and then the lava, the classic lava type base that's on each one. So okay, first we're gonna block in some color. Um, gonna probably just use this almost, not quite, but almost black. Okay, and then I'm going to go with a kind of a medium gray for the body here. And we're just gonna block that in quickly. Not worry about the obelisk right this second. We just want to get all our colors blocked in as fast as possible. So we can miss a little bit. We'll go back. Speed is everything. The faster you can do something, it means the more you can make. At least that's my philosophy. Okay, so we got him in. Now we'll do the final little touch up right here. And we're not going to be necessarily perfect. We got an airbrushy kind of thing on here, so it gives a little bit of a softness to it. So even if it's not perfect, it blends nicely enough. But besides, even if you airbrushed or painted this miniature in a physical form in real life, you're not going to have not usually perfect transitions. You're going to have a look to this anyhow. So it kind of gives it some some character, like airbrushed character to it in a way. So I think it's actually, if anything, it should be going darker up onto his foot. It's a little better. So okay, now we're gonna make it pure black, and we're gonna go right into the obelisk, and probably gonna give some highlights to it, because then you won't be able to see. If you don't, you won't be able to see the nice, nice ink, ridges and hard edge, different planes on this. So quickly get that in there. Make the brush a little bit smaller so we can get in. As you can see, when it's pure black, you lose all form, any sense of form whatsoever. So you won't see me usually doing that, at all. That's why the base, as you can see, was very, very dark gray, but it wasn't pure black. Where it's still hard to see for me, at least it gives a little bit to it. So we're going to, let's see, finish this up here. All right. So that should be a nice starter right here for our base colors. Okay. Now, I think I'm going to probably go to obelisk because I'm very curious of what kind of hard edge I can get. So we're going to go with a very light gray, not white, but very light, and we're going to try to hit the edges and see what happens here. And not great, but not bad. And looks like it's giving some form to it. All right. So let's just smooth this out a bit. Not bad. Not bad, actually. Yeah, I guess it gets the point across. Okay, so let's go to the base. Now let's add lava to this, where the lava spills out in a couple of the corners here. So with lava, what you want to do, you want to start with the brightest color first. It's like the reverse of what most people you would think. So what you want to do is you want to block in the yellow. I guess the color would be underneath it. Everything. So you're going to see the yellow glowing through under lava. So you want to put that first. Make it a little bit smaller. Okay. Okay, we'll go to this one. Once again, I shouldn't be afraid of that very fine airbrush look, because once again, it would definitely look like that airbrushing a real miniature. So we gotta do these quickly. So let me just try to move a little quicker. Okay, so we got our base down. Oh, plus it can add glow to it, which is kind of nice. So if you have a little bit, see you have the lighting, the glowing to it. So some people do that actually under the real miniatures as well. But we'll just start off like this for now. Okay, so now we're going to pick, a nice medium kind of orange. Okay. And we're going to just pick out the, we don't want to cover it completely, but we're going to, the parts that are protruding the most, we want to airbrush over them. Still, see, we want to leave some yellow though. So if there's no room for the yellow, then it would have been pointless of doing that. So we're gonna try to get these. Okay. How good this looks in the end, I don't know, but at least it'll give the basic idea of lava in contrast to the rock. Okay, so now we're gonna do the very final color in there, which We're going to do the red. And we're going to just try to hit in the parts that are sticking up most. You know, it's very like dry brushing. You know, and it's just so dry brushing, and also, you know, adding when you get in the recesses. You know, it's just like doing washes that you wouldn't realize for miniature. Okay, so let's just blend this and take a look at what we have here. Not bad, not bad. Not the best, but not bad. So this would probably help. You know, I'm hoping this would help some ideas for you guys to, you know, to paint. It's definitely one of the reasons for doing them. Not just necessarily the same colors, but the techniques are very much the same. And I sure can't. I mean, I guess I could paint physical miniatures, but not only would it take 10 times as long, um, but I don't really feel like I can't see as good close up as I used to. I would have to get the magnifying glasses out, and then the mess and the cleanup, and it would take 10 times longer. So, and I have used my airbrush forever, so I don't really feel like getting into that. So, we'll try and see how these videos go, if they're helpful at all. So, okay, not the best, but let's see. So now let's try to hit this this black base. Let's do a wash. You think you'd have to be able to wash it, since we didn't use 100% black. You'd be surprised. Look at when you know, it's very subtle, like black on black, but it adds a bit of depth to something that's already looks like there is none. So I'm just going to hit some more recesses here. Make the brush smaller. What you could do, try to get some of those recesses in there, just on the outer edges. And quickly done. Okay, and then we're just going to oh, actually, before we do any blending, we're going to hit some of the hard edges with a very light gray, just like we did with the obelisk. And see how that turns out. Pretty decent. Just a little bit on the top. Okay, now we're gonna smooth it out. You don't want to smooth out too much, so actually these edges I wanted to right here. I probably shouldn't have added them, but you just gotta be careful, because then you blend things too much and then you wash out everything. But sometimes when you poly paint, depending on what you're doing with it, it can look a little pixelated, maybe. At least the technique that I'm doing right here, with my kind of dry brush wash technique with the brushes, kind of trying to duplicate that technique into ZBrush. So okay, I'm just gonna go over the top real quick. We're just looking for contrast. That's that's what we're doing. And all right, so not too bad of a look. You know, it shows off kind of really definitely you can picture it a lot easier now than before. Okay, so now we're going to, the skin is left. Like I said, I wanted a gray, but of course we want to add depth and depth to it. So just like you would a regular miniature, we're going to put an ink wash on them. So we're going to do take this dark gray right here, and then we're going to hit all the cavities. That's great. It's great fun just to do that. It's very satisfying to see them pop all those cavities in detail. It's real fun. Okay, so that was pretty easy. So we're going to take a very light one, and we're going to do the opposite. We're going to hit the crown parts of it, and we want that really chalky, very most neutral, dead color, coloring as possible. So, all right. We're just about there. Not sure how strong I want those white highlights. It could, if it's too much, it could ruin it. It's really nice on the very edges, like around here, like that. And then just for this part right here, I'm going to oh, a little too much. There we go. So I am going to blend it. I guess I could use a little bit larger brush, but let's just finish it this way. And I guess there you go. Oh, I did. And of course, I did somehow screw up. So, all we'll do is pick our main gray. Let's somewhere probably around here. Touch it up a bit. Go back into our darkest one. Get those cavities again. Get the highlights a bit. And this time, try not to do that. Alright, so, but not too bad. Not the, oh, and of course, I must have, with that large brush, I must have hit these. So yeah, there's don't use something too often, like this poly painting, you're gonna mess up. But it's really great with the color selection and the tools and stuff available that, unlike painting in real life, even if you don't even undo, you can correct things really fast and easy. So here we have it, our damned soul from our Hell Tribes subscription. There's I think there's a 10 or 14 of these guys, so that'd be cool. I would love to see one painted up like this, in with a resin print. Would be really cool. Let me just do a real quick, fast render. See what we got here. Yeah, not bad, not bad. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video.